Good evening, lady and gentlemen. The lady on the right of me is Ghalia from Brussels, and I don't have to introduce the man beside me, the Mama's Boys, with of course Johnny Mastro, Smokehouse Brown, and Dean Zucchero. Your family with the other Zucchero. No. No.
That's my real name. That's
not from Italy or so. No.
Yeah, my grandparents from Sicily.
From Sicily, dangerous people.
Yeah. Corleone. Too.
Let us start with the lady. She is, like I said, from Brussels, Ghalia. She is a singer-songwriter, a guitarist, a busker, and she likes to travel to the States.
Correct, yeah.
What do we have to know more about Ghalia? Did I tell everything to the people or to our fans on the Rootstime website?
That's what yeah, I guess, yeah. What else? Plenty of things. I'm a good cook. And I had plenty other things, but otherwise, musically, I guess we're there.
When did you start with your music? Was it because of your family, your environment?
No, my family.
Why did you want to become a musician?
I didn't want to become a musician. I just play music, and I guess that's when I became a musician. And otherwise, no, I've always sung. And I started playing in band at 18 years old, so 7 years ago.
7 years ago. To introduce the Mama's Boys, no, I don't do that. I think we know a lot about the Mama's Boys, but can you tell us something that we don't know about the Mama's Boys?
Something you don't know?
Yeah. A small secret or what we call a primeur, something new?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, everything is pretty much out there, I would think.
Because you can read a lot on internet,
Yeah.
on the CDs, but nothing new about the Mama's Boys.
Three hurricanes didn't hit New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, we moved the headquarters to New Orleans 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and so that's where we are now, and we spent 20 years in California.
Yeah.
So,
but why did you want to go to New Orleans?
well, I think
Because of the music.
yeah, I mean, me and my wife really liked the city. Smokey liked the city, and where we were was slowing. It was slow, as far as if you're going to tour, you should have a home base, so you can play. And where we were, it wasn't working so well. We have a lot of friends and things we left, so it was hard, a lot of musical friends and otherwise. But we packed up and went to New Orleans, and I guess it's been good.
How did you met Ghalia? Was it
you
boys meet girl or girl meets boys?
I don't really.
Well, I think we don't have the same, experience. Like we didn't. I mean, the way I met them might not be the same way for them, because I was traveling in New Orleans, so I saw the band.
Oh, I think she sat in. When did you sit in with us?
And that was how did I meet the band?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
just
In New Orleans? Or?
Yeah, on Decatur Street, BMC. Dean wasn't even in the band at that time. And I was just, because in New Orleans you find a lot of music, but not really, you don't find a lot of blues stuff in downtown, I would say. So I went and I saw them play, and I was fascinated. I was just, okay, I'm going to stay there. I saw the whole gig. Mm-hmm. Then I just left, and I think it was 1 year later, came back, I saw them again, Dean was in the band, and then I came back in Belgium, and and so I just came back June 11th, and Walter had a few guest lists for the blues night in Charleroi, in Fleurus. So I get there, and I'm like, man, I already missed New Orleans, I already missed the States, and I get there and I see them 3 days after having seen them.
You knew them before?
No, well, we didn't really talk.
You never talked?
Never talked.
Yeah, that was weird. And Dean was with us at that point, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so then Dean and Ghalia started talking, and then I think you came to New Orleans again?
Yeah.
We met the we stayed in touch a little bit over the summer, and then we came back in September
Yeah.
and did another tour.
And I think she's saying.
And then we got
You know what? I think that was in Petit Tonneau because
Yeah.
remember that with Walter we
Sure.
found
It was after
those
the
dates in Saint-Gilles and Acos, and that's probably when I was sitting just in a few bars
And
in.
I think you also
In Brussels.
helped us with a gig in your territory. You played a gig somewhere in St. Gilles.
Yeah, a couple
And then you
ones.
sat in that night. You sang. That's kind of
Was it the first? Yeah, no.
Crazy night.
It was
Yeah, that crazy Chambre de Bois
That
night.
was crazy. That was fun.
It was very casual. Meeting.
And then she proposed the idea a little bit down the road. A few months later, I guess she was back in New Orleans. She said, I want to do a recording and have the Mama's Boys as the backup band. So we did it at some studio. This drummer we used from New Orleans, he had a home studio, a nice studio it was. And we did the recording, and we sent it to Thomas Roof, and he loved it. He wanted her ultimately, but then he said, this Mama's Boys thing, he says, I like this, it's very dark sounding, you know.
Yeah.
He says, so I'll take you on, and why don't we use them as the backup band? And that's how it started.
Okay, Ghalia, you are a very busy artist. You're not doing only this project, you're in other projects too. You are doing things with the Naftalines.
Yeah,
Is that
and Voodoo Casino. Well, I'm like
and the Voodoo
recently.
Casino, yes.
I've been too busy to really. We have one gig left, November 18th, and yeah, like if someone wants us with Voodoo Casino, I'll do it. If I have to find some gigs and try to promote a project, that would be this one because we just made the album. So I think that's the thing to do right now. It's just
How should I see the project with the Mama's Boys?
Say it again.
How should I see the project with the Mama's Boys? Is it just this year, or are you thinking about?
Well, we'll
more
see how
doing
things
together?
evolve. I think we're all like nobody here was really expecting that project. It just came from nowhere and was like, all right, let's do it. And so maybe they're gonna get tired of me
Yeah.
very soon. Who knows?
She runs a tight ship.
But because the result is the album.
Yeah, totally.
Is it a different album than you did with the Voodoo Casino?
Well, okay, so I just I just made that album. I did 2 albums in 1 year, so
But they are
kind of half
Partly
of the
the
songs are but that's my song. So I just did it again. So how I made Roof record, I kind of tried to get Voodoo Casino into Thomas from Roof record into Voodoo Casino, and then he said like, just I want to hear something else, and that's when I played some recording we did together, and he said like, I want that now. That's all he said.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. But I think it's moving forward.
Who choose the title? Let the Demons Run.
Let the demons out. Well, that was either that or all the good things are bad for you. Maybe it was a little bit too long. So, and it's pretty like a leaves a space to the imagination.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it another way. Let the demons out can mean a lot of things, and
And it's a song title.
this is
Yeah,
one of
it's a song title.
yeah.
Most of the songs are the songs, your songs.
We wrote together Hicka Boogie, and Johnny and his wife Lisa wrote Waiting.
Yeah.
Then we played one cover song, which is I'm Waiting,
Making a big hit.
from Rudolph Two.
Okay. How personal are the songs?
How personal?
Yeah. Very
Oh.
personal. Oh.
I guess they are, yeah. Come from
Come from dreams.
Autobiographical.
Come from dreams.
Broken dreams.
yeah, that's right. One I dreamt, other personal experiences. Oh, yeah.
Am I right when I wrote something about? I read something about a new album of the Mama's Boys. You are working on a new project, new things.
This project, you mean?
Yeah.
And what about it?
You're working on a new album, new songs?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but at the same time, right now, because we did this and we're promoting this record, so we're kind of focused on doing this project.
What are the plans for next year? You're touring again in Belgium and Europe with Ghalia?
Yeah, I think in the spring, and then in the late spring, early summer as well. So probably twice.
What,
And then we could do. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
sorry.
off, but we also have some, the Mama's Boys gigs like we had. So we're just gonna we'll come for that, and then if we have a week we have to do Mama's Boys, we'll go do that, and she could be the special guest, or So right now we're trying to feel it out.
Yeah.
It's new for her. It's new for us.
Yeah. It's not your first gig in Belgium. How were the gigs? The reactions on the gigs with Ghalia?
They've been great. Yeah. It's just a matter of finding how we deliver the set. The music's there. We love her songs, and it's just a matter of presenting it in a way where people understand and have a good time, and become fans.
Okay. What can we expect for tonight in Gent? What's on the set list? I think the new album.
Yeah, we'll do most of the new record, huh?
We do the whole album plus
Yeah.
a few classic songs.
Okay.
And a few Mama's Boys songs, and it'll be fun. It'll
So
be.
you both are going to sing. You both are going to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I have a last question. I always do 10 questions. Singing or doing things with Ghalia. There's still other artists in your bucket list or on your list, people that you want to play once with?
Oh, there's too many. I
Too
never
many.
played with anybody. I mean, it's you talk to some people. Oh, I played with Johnny the Hooker. I played with Stevie Wonder. But
Eric
Yeah,
Clapton,
all this-
he's always mentioned, or one
Yeah.
man, right?
I mean, but the ultimate would be to go back in time and be able to play with some of the guys that I, with Elmore James or something. Can you imagine? Or Hound Dog Taylor, but that would be difficult because he never tuned correctly. So, but yeah, so there's too many guys, and ladies. It would be fun. But right now, this is what we're focused on, and it's going really well.
And Ghalia, on your list, still other people that in mind that
I mean, anybody,
you're very young, so you have.
any experience. But he's right about that. Most of people, they're gone or they're almost gone. So I think music is a lot of sharing, and there's always a constant evolution. I think if you play with other people, you can always learn new things or share new things, and create a new style or create something different. And just let the demons out, and we just let the things happen.
Okay, that were my questions. I think that Freddie had something with an acoustic song, Freddie.
Okay.
Thank you a lot for your time and for the Woodstock time. We'll put it on the side so you get our information, and thank you again, and have a
Thank
good
you.
show tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.